Hi everyone, welcome back to a long-awaited episode of TamsCraftyKnits. What a month it has been, and that's putting it mildly. You can probably hear a noise in the background. I had the heater on, and I think the you can set it at a certain temperature, and I think it actually needs to be turned down because it gets way too hot in here. I mean, I've got a t-shirt on underneath this jacket, and I was like, it's already starting to get too hot in here. Everyone else has left the house for the evening. They're going to like a concert or something or other. Country music, not really my thing. Casey Chambers is about the only country that I like, and I guess we could class Keith Urban in that category as well, but Lee Kennedy, not my thing. I went once under sufferance because everyone else is going. They're like, yes, you need to come, and I'm like, fine. No, thank you, pass. So yeah, this will actually shut off in a minute. It'll be quiet again. I'm watching a bit of YouTube along with, hang on, I feel like this needs to down a bit. There we go. Along with doing some crochet. I have sold a little bit of yarn just because I was going through my stash and it's kind of getting a bit ridiculous, so I have resisted the urge to look on the Facebook groups that I'm in, especially for there is actually here in Australia a group for these mill end bags that you can get from Spotlight. So I've been resisting the urge to look in there because I don't need any more yarn. I did get one other yarn from D-Stash, and that came in this week, but I really don't want to buy any more yarn for a while. I have quite a few projects on the go, and I had to buy another cupboard to put my yarn in because it ain't all gonna fit in one cupboard. So I will get into the projects and the acquisitions and things, and then I'll get to the life stuff at the end. I do also have coming 3 books from Knit Picks. I only bought books. I did not buy any yarn. The only reason was because they were having a 15% off store-wide. So, and the books, I think all of the books were already on sale, so it was already pretty good deals. And then with 15% off, I'm pretty sure it was 15% off. It was a good deal. So, I mean, because it used to be $60, if you purchased $60 worth of items from Knit Picks, you would get free shipping to Australia. They delightfully changed that, and now you have to spend $100 and get the free shipping, which obviously I didn't do. I got 3 books plus the shipping was $45 to Australia, obviously with them already being discounted, and then with the extra 15% off. I could have got them at Book Depository and had free shipping, but their deals weren't as good as what I was getting on Knit Picks. So I will show you guys those in the next episode. But at the moment I will show you what I've been working on. So in this bag, this is from Knit and Knit and Stitch Bits on Etsy. In here I have a cardigan. This is a paid for pattern on Ravelry. This is the Cram Cardi, K-R-A-M, Cram Cardi, by Katie Peterson. Obviously I've printed it out in black and white, but you can go on, I was going to say Etsy, you can go on Ravelry and look that up. I think it was under $5 for the pattern anyway. I'm using the valuable spot saver from Spotlight here in Australia, obviously in purple. It's kind of more of like a mulberry purple in real life, but it's looking totally different on camera, and it could be the time of day. It's like 4:45 when I'm filming this, so the sun is going down. Excuse me, but yeah, we all know I love purple, so I got a few extra rolls of this. It wasn't on sale. It's $6.99 for 200 grams, and there's 312 meters per skein of this. So it's worked from the bottom up, and this is where I'm up to so far. I'm doing the 3X size because I don't like things tight on me or feeling like I'm choking when I'm wearing something. So I'm actually doing the biggest size that the pattern has, and I'm using this new boy hook. So this is what it looks like. It's the H or 5mm. The one thing I don't like about this brand of crochet hooks is I actually have one of the all metal ones. It's just all metal. There's no grippy parts or anything like that. They have really odd sizes. I have looked on Hirschner's, and I do plan at some stage ordering a set of these hooks with the grippy handles, because they have like the normal sizes like 6mm, 6.5, 5mm, 5.5, etc. But if you buy them individually, there is few sizes that are like 5, 5.5. It's all like 4.25 or 6.75 or... and I found that really odd. But I did pick up this one because I needed to make it up to $100, because Spotlight had a voucher for when you spend $100 you got $40 off, so you're basically getting $100 worth of stuff for about $60, or obviously depending on how much you spend. So yeah, I got this just to try it out, and I really like it. So, and the actual set on Hirschner's has like the normal sizes in it, which is why I wanted to get it. And if I was just to order that with shipping from the States, it would work out to be about $40 Australian for the set and with shipping. So I may get those eventually, but that is what is in here. And I think I worked out it's going to be, I've got an extra 3 balls aside from what's in this project bag. Yes, Archie, what do you want? What do you want? You're just coming to see what I'm doing, aren't you? What? What are you doing? This is our big cat, aren't you? Yes, you're a big boy. You're a big boy, aren't you? Yes. What are you doing? Should we show? Oh. Where are you, Archie? Look, Archie. Look up here. Look. Say hello. Okay. Alright then. But yes, you can be a bit of a turd, can't you? Don't bite me. No, go away if you're going to be horrible. Anyway. If you're going to see, you need to behave. Okay? Very odd that you want to sit right at my feet, but anyway. So yes, that is what I'm working on. Then I have 2 projects in here. I made this bag myself. There goes the heater with this bell fabric and a zipper on it. So in here I have 2 corner to corner blankets. One is using, and this is another purchase, the Red Heart Super Saver stripes in Bright Stripe. And I have the 4 other skeins that I got in here. The reason they're in here with lavender pouches is, and I think I react really badly to camphor, you know, to keep the moss out of things. The lady that I purchased these from, and I got the Karen Simply Soft camo yarns from her as well. Whenever I get them, I have to store them like this in a Ziploc bag for at least 3 days, they've been in here almost a week now, so they smell beautifully like lavender instead of camphor. But I get headaches and feel like dizzy, and I looked it up and some people actually don't do well with camphor. So but it smells lovely like lavender now. So yes, I'm making a blanket for myself out of this because I don't feel like I'm making much for myself. So it's going to be a decent sized blanket when I'm finished. The other one, and this is using more Millens yarn. So this in a bag, I think I got 3 of these, and I had 2 bags of them. I've just literally started on this one. Sorry, the dogs are barking. I have no idea what they're barking at. So this is just going to be kind of a child's blanket. I've just started doing the decreases, so I will probably get a couple of blankets out of this particular yarn, and it's really nice and soft. The one thing that bugs me about the Millens bags, and I'm using a 6.5mm hook for, I think it's just for this one. I think the other one I was using a 5. Is that it just says mixed fibers. So sometimes you have to kind of have a guess at what you're getting. Some cheeky people actually stick, when you get the bags, I don't know if it has it on this one. No. Because they're normally like longer bags, but they've obviously cut it off because there's smaller skeins in here. But they have little holes in the bag, like to let air circulate, I suppose. And people, and I do it myself if I'm not sure. Like if I can look at it and kind of tell that it's acrylic, obviously I won't do it, but people stick their fingers in there to touch the yarn to see if it's soft or to see if it's acrylic. This one I'll show you in a minute, but yeah, it'd be handy if they had, you know, what the actual yarn was, because it's kind of annoying when they don't do that. But yeah, those are the projects that I'm working on at the moment. Today I want to actually kind of use up some of my Millens yarns. So I got out this is just a basic chocolate brown acrylic, and I have quite a few. I've got 2 balls of this. I thought I had 4, but who knows. I've got 2 of this, so it's just a nice acrylic with sparkle in it. I also have something that is purple that has sparkle in it as well, and also, but that's a bit thinner than this stuff. That's from Lincraft, which is the other chain craft store here. And I also have a red that has silver sparkle in it. And I've also got this, but in a red. So what I've started doing is, as you can see, I've just started another square here. I thought, why don't I? And I was actually watching Ruth's channel, and she's just changed her channel. Is it Pink Pumpkin Crochet now, I think? And she was doing granny squares, like it's using more 8-ply, more of an 8-ply yarn, and she had variegated yarns in the middle, and then was going around them with like a contrasting colour. And I thought, you know, that's a good idea. So I put these colours together, and as you can see, I've done a few squares, but I'm just gonna do the border in the brown or the red with the red, and then I'm just gonna join them up and make a big blanket. I don't know if I'll keep it for myself or sell it, I don't know, but I just thought it would be a good way to use up some yarn, and it's been ages since I've actually done a granny square blanket and joined them all together. So I thought, you know what, let's use up some Millens yarn. And I like the contrast between the solid and the lighter colour with the sparkles in it. I think it adds something different to, you know, what is typically a boring granny square. So those are the projects that I'm working on. Along with the Brights yarn, the lady was de-stashing a bunch of books, so I picked up this crocheted mandala book, and I've just been interested in doing these for a while, and you can use mandalas for so many different things, and I thought I might be able to use this book to possibly make my own like mandala vest, because I've purchased a couple of patterns for them and their sizes do not accommodate a larger person. So I'm gonna hopefully try and make up something myself. And I got the book, the 5 skeins of the Brights yarn plus postage for $50, which is pretty good because in Australia these books, the 20 to make books, these sell for like $15 on their own. So then the local yarn shop, I want to get back into doing amigurumis, and I saw this book and couldn't pass it up. So this is Magical Amigurumi Toys. It's a hardcover book, and as you can see on there, these are just some of the toys that you can make. I wouldn't necessarily put the fabric on, as you can see on the rabbits there, they've got fabric on the ears. I probably wouldn't do that, it's not my thing, but there's some nice ideas in there. Then, as I said, I got another de-stash yarn. We can get these here in Australia, but they haven't arrived at Spotlight yet. You can get them online. Those of you in Australia, Boutique Yarns has them. So does the American Yarns website. And I think there's another one that I came across that had them. But she was selling this for $10 and I thought, that's a good deal. I've wanted to try it. I'll get it. And it's the Lion Brand Mandala. This is in the colour Wood Nymph. And so I'm not sure what I'm going to make with this yet. I'd like to make something for myself. So I think I might make a cowl and possibly a hat, depending on how much it takes up. But I'm sure in my stash I can coordinate some yarn with this to make a set for a hat for myself. But yeah, it feels really soft, so I'm sure it will be a ridiculous price when it does arrive here in Australia. Online I've seen them for anywhere between $12.50 to almost $15 for one, so I'm sure Spotlight will probably sell them for $15 or more, but I thought I would get one and try it out. Then, as you saw just before, these are a couple of the bags that I've got kind of over the past few weeks. Some are already in my stash and some I've started to cake up. As you can see, this one here, I've already caked up this one. This is a really nice pink, and yeah, that was one bag. So that one, and then this one, I don't know what that yarn is, but I've on the Mill Ends project page, I was going to say, Facebook group. Anyway, I've been told this is the Premier Fair Cotton, something or other. It's in a solid colour, it's like a peachy colour. They did have another bag of this when I purchased this one, but the other bag only had 3 balls in it instead of 4, and I probably should have just grabbed it anyway. They may have just given it to me for a discounted price because it was already opened. But then I was like, no, it'll be fine. So I'm not sure how much. I haven't weighed these yet. Typically it says you get 400 grams per Mill Ends bag. But I've actually weighed some of them and you get a lot more than 400 grams. but it's a really nice blend. It's cotton and acrylic. I know I can get some more of this from Hirschner's if I'm wanting to get more, and I'm sure someone will probably destash some at some stage, but most of them are solid colours, but there is a few variegated as well, and it feels really soft, and I'd been wanting to try it for a while. So it's not typically a colour that I would get, but I thought it feels really nice, so I will get it and try it out. And this pink one is an acrylic as well. A lot of people, I have been looking in the group, but I haven't been buying anything. But I'm kind of annoyed that this week wasn't pay week, because a lady, I actually met her before we were both rummaging around in the mill end bins, and we, you know, have a chat, and I'm like, are you in the Facebook group? She's like, yeah, it's a bad idea, isn't it? And she actually found some yarn cakes in the mill end bag, so they can be found. It's just you've kind of got to be there at the right time, because everyone jumps on yarn cakes. I have been lucky to find 2 bags of yarn cakes, and I think they may have been Burnett Pop. I think I still do. I've started a corner to corner blanket in them a while ago. I just haven't. Harry, 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 Harry. I was going to show you Harry, but he's run away. Harry, Harry, what are you doing? Mia, hello. Have you been outside? What are you doing? What are you doing? You coming to see what I've got? You like playing with the yarn, don't you? Hey? Do you want to come and say hello? Mia, look. Oh, he doesn't like being picked up. You say hello. So I'm getting a big boy now, aren't you? Yes. You're getting a big boy. Did you see yourself? Did you see yourself in there? Oh. Aren't you? Hey? Yes. Yeah, no, you can't play with that, mister. Hey? You're a cheeky boy, aren't you? Hey? You're a cheeky boy. But, yes, he's growing up fast. But, yeah, that's what I've been working on. So, yeah, that's all of the yarn stuff. No, Harry. He's gone that way behind the camera. No. Harry. Harry. No. 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 He's now like this. No. So if you guys don't want to hear about the life stuff, I will see you guys next time. I am going to be organising a giveaway. It's going to take me a bit longer. The life section will kind of explain that. You might hear him playing with toys now. The job that I left my other job to go to a new job didn't turn out so great. So anyway, if you guys are going, don't want to hear the life stuff, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. For those of you who want to keep listening, I really don't know what you're doing, Harry. Anyway, yeah, so I backtrack about a month ago. Also, I left my job where I was casual. I wasn't getting as many hours as I would like, and things were kind of slowing down a little bit, so I was offered a trial day at a new centre, and I work in early childhood, for those of you who are new. I'm qualified, so I have my diploma in early childhood, which means I get paid more. There is a bit more responsibility depending on which role you're in, but anyway. So I did a trial day. They were like, yep, sure. You know, you'll be working 3 days a week, and then when we have more enrollments, you got 5 days a week. I was like, great, this is exactly what I've been looking for, whatever. So I gave notice to my other job and went to start at this job. For the first few weeks, it was great. I worked 3 shifts the first week, 4 shifts the next week, and 2 shifts the week after. Or actually, it was supposed to be 2 and then I only did 1. And we got to first pay week, and I worked out, I knew what my pay rate was supposed to be, and I'd worked out how much I should be getting. And you can actually go on to the Australian tax website, the ATO, and you can calculate how much tax should be taken out of your pay, so you'll know roughly, it's pretty dead on, how much you will be paid and how much tax they're going to take. So I knew how much pay I should be getting. It was about $1,400 and something odd dollars, in that range, for the fortnight. So I get paid every 2 weeks, which is most jobs nowadays, I think. And it gets to payday, which is supposed to be Wednesday. And meanwhile, we don't have access to our pay slips, which is illegal. And so we have no idea when we're supposed to be paid. It generally is supposed to be Wednesday, but it got to Wednesday and no one had been paid. Got to Thursday, they're like, yep, you'll be paid today. No one got paid. Got to Friday, yep, okay, you're not going to get paid until tomorrow. Like, that was Thursday, and they were like, yep, you're not going to get paid till tomorrow. We're all pretty annoyed, to say the least. That's being polite. So I got to Friday morning and money had gone into my bank, and I had a look and I was like, what? Hold up. What is going on here? I only got paid $986. No way. No. I was like, excuse me? So I rang them up straight away and I was like, I know you're really, really busy, but I'm short in my pay like $400, so I don't know what's going on here. They were like, yeah, we'll look into it, you know, I'll get back to you. Well, I hadn't heard back in that afternoon, so I emailed and said, I've looked into it, I know how much I should be paid per hour, this is how much I'm supposed to be getting, and this is how much I've got paid. They're like, yep, we'll look into it. So I was at work again on Tuesday, so I said, look, have you had a chance to look into my pay, because it was significantly short. And they're like, yeah, it's probably your pay rate, we'll have a look, blah, blah, blah. They're like, yep, you'll get paid the rest of it in your next pay. So next pay rolls around and yep, it's all been sorted, whatever. I still don't have access to my pay slips, which I had asked for. And they gave me some bullshit story. Anyway, I'm not even going into that. So that was that fortnight done. Then the next week I was supposed to work 2 days and I only ended up working 1 because I wasn't feeling well. And I hadn't been paid for that day, which should have been about $224 odd for the day. And no tax was being taken out because I had a look on the ATO calculator thing. So, and I didn't get any money in my bank, and I sent them an email and said I should have been paid for the day on this date, and I'd worked a full day. And they turned around and tried to say that they had overpaid me by 5.5 hours. And I was like, well, how do I know that's true? I mean, I haven't had access to any of my pay slips, which I've asked for. And, you know, how am I supposed to believe what you're telling me? And I said, I don't have any login information to access them, so what's going on? And to be perfectly honest, I think they were getting pretty shitty with me at this stage because I was constantly hounding them about it. And so they were basically like, well, you've been overpaid, so you're not getting paid for that other day, and yeah, you're not owed any more money, basically. And as of today, I haven't actually worked a day for them. I have not been put on the roster or called in for any shifts in like 3 weeks. So suffice to say that on Monday, my not as in the past Monday, the Monday coming, today's Saturday, I have to attend a funeral. My friend who was terminally ill with cancer, she actually passed away. So on Monday, her funeral is Monday afternoon, and so I'm taking my shirt, my uniform shirt that has the logo and all that crap on it, over there because it's in the same town where her funeral is. I am taking my work shirt in and a letter of resignation and going, here you go, see you later, don't contact me anymore, basically. Not in those words, but you get the idea. And while all this was going on, I was like, crap, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, I'd gone for another interview, but they only wanted to put me on the casual list as well, and I'm like, this is just ridiculous. Like, I want something more permanent. So my old boss, when I resigned from there, said, look, if anything happens at the other place or it doesn't work out or you get sick of traveling, you're more than welcome to come back and work for us. So that's what I did. Sorry, the cat is playing. I called her up and said, I told her what had happened and everything like that. She's like, oh wow. I'm like, is there any chance that I can come back and work for you? And she's like, absolutely, we need staff, so absolutely. So I've been working for them. It should be pay week this coming week, hopefully, from them. They're really good with their pay. I know exactly when I'm getting paid and how much and all that stuff. I get my pay slips in my email and I can log on and see them, and yeah, they're really good in that aspect. But there is a couple of other jobs that I'm looking at applying for. They're more permanent positions. We're talking like 4 to 5 days a week kind of positions. And yeah, so I'm basically taking the hours that I can get. I didn't work all the hours I was supposed to this week. I've been kind of stressed with all this other stuff going on, and then it's kind of hit me really hard. My friend has passed away. Obviously what I'm feeling is nothing compared to what her family is feeling right now. Monday is not going to be a good day. I have already cried a few times, and then I kind of stopped myself because in the back of my head I've got her going, you know what, don't cry over me, I'm fine, you know. Should be telling us off, but yeah, Monday's going to be a pretty tough day, hence why I want to do the stuff with the other job first. So we'll be going over a bit earlier, and my mum wants to take her shoes to get fixed or something along the way and whatever, so we'll do that beforehand, because I'll pretty much just want to come straight home after the funeral. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough day. I think even before I get there, it's going to be pretty tough. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want to cry on YouTube, but yeah, she was one of those friends who, you know, you can talk about anything with, and she'd play jokes on people, and just, it didn't matter, you know, how that she was so sick. She would just be really positive and you know, would always be there for other people, and would just not have as much regard for herself. It'd be always other people. So but yeah, it's been a rough few weeks, to say the least, but I'm hoping things will change soon, and yeah, hopefully one of these other jobs that I apply for works out. So, but yeah, that's why the giveaway for 100 subscribers is kind of on hold, until I can get a few more bits and pieces together. But thank you guys so much for subscribing and for watching. I don't know why my camera is flashing at me. Got some things down the bottom and they're flashing. I don't know why. Anyway, it'll probably just shut off on me soon. I think that's generally a sign that you need to just stop talking and get on with it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching and subscribing. Thank you guys so much for all your comments on the photo that I did post on Instagram saying that my friend had passed. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, what I'm going through is nothing compared to what her husband and her family is going through. I know what it's like to lose family to cancer. And this is the second funeral in a row that I'll have attended of someone who's passed of the disease. It's a horrible disease and we need to kick it in the butt, really. So thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. The best way to find out what I'm up to craft wise in between podcasts is to follow me on Instagram, which will be linked down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.